All right, so for the kiddos that are definitely upper elementary, middle school, I have a few suggestions, and even into high school, some of these books would be great. So let me start with this great book. It's called A Year in My Life. I kind of want to do it myself, and it's a way to be creative. It's 365 scribble and sketch activities. It's great for anybody who just kind of wants to get their thoughts on paper and interact, have a little time to be creative each day. Like here's his number 24. Write about this naughty penguin that has escaped from the zoo. You can see him there. Draw all the different things you saw today that were shaped like a triangle. Let's see what else. Use frames to create a comic strip about something that happened today. So that'd be a great way to just kind of process your day. Pretend you found a message in a bottle. Write your response here. You can see different ones here. So this is a great book, probably for all ages and even for adults. I think it's a great way to journal. It's a great way to get kids to be creative, to process their feelings. Just a little way to unwind each day. So A Year in My Life. Here's a little series that my son, who's in kindergarten, cannot wait for us to read aloud to him. It's the Mythical Ninth Division, and you should start with the Operation Robot Storm. That's book one, and there's an order to them, and these are about three Yetis on one mission. Together, they are the Mythical Ninth Division, and they're here to save the world. So these are really fun. I can't wait to read them. I didn't have a voice for 2 weeks. We haven't started yet. But it has great illustrations, even some like comic strip, but mixed in with story. I think these are going to be fantastic books. I've heard great things about them. So I definitely recommend them probably for upper elementary, middle school, or you can read aloud like we're going to do for younger kiddos. And then there are the encyclopedias. These are my daughter's favorite books. And she has no idea what she is learning out of these books, and I'm sure that she's going to read them over and over and learn more and more every time she reads them, and all of us are actually. I remember being in like second, third grade and grabbing like letter G from the classroom set of encyclopedias and just wishing that my family could afford to own a whole encyclopedia for ourselves. And then, every year they got outdated. Well, one of the great things about these Usborne books is that they are all internet linked. And so there are updates. And so you don't have to worry. And they're also curated links. So they're safe links for our kids. We're not just going to Google and hope that we don't get anything scary or a bad link to something else. So these have lots of pictures, different topics, just amazing books. I know that I would have read through these books as a kid. So we have the Usborne World Encyclopedia of World History, Geography Encyclopedia, and a complimentary World Atlas, which I think is great because we all have GPS and we sometimes don't understand our place in the world, like geographically speaking. So this is super fun. My family is going to be learning about different things, especially like the Appalachian Trail and how to read maps this summer. So this is one that we're definitely going to be using. And it also has the internet links. The Usborne Science Encyclopedia, which has all the sciences in it. It starts from basically the beginning of the world, and it goes through materials, mixtures and compounds, energy, force and motion, earth and space, light, sound, electricity, plants and fungi, animal world, human body, science, facts, and lists. Like, these are great. And again, I love to look at these books too. And I'm so thankful that I don't have to buy a new set of encyclopedias every year for my kids. And they don't have to just rely on the internet because we learn when we're holding a book. We learn more than if we're just randomly surfing the web. So we have these books. And then there's this great children's encyclopedia. So those three books that I actually just mentioned can be bought in one set, and it's actually a little bit cheaper than buying them individually. So let me know if you're interested in that. And then there's this children's encyclopedia, which not only has internet links, but you can use your little phone and scan them, which I'm not real savvy at doing, but I'm sure that my kids will figure out very shortly. And so it's just all kinds of fun things for kids, and probably a better start for my daughter than those other books, but she has to have them all. She could not believe that I had ordered all these encyclopedias, and they're all in her bedroom, which actually is where I'm videotaping because it's the quietest here at the moment. And so this has about our world, how our body works, history, animals and plants, how things work, maps of the world, space. So this is such a valuable resource, and I think elementary age kids, all the way through middle school, even though it says children's, this is a great resource. And again, this is the kind of resource that would have been good for me in high school and college because it kind of breaks things down in the simple, and then I could learn the advanced things. All right, so those are encyclopedias. Please let me know if you have any questions about those, but I highly recommend them, and so does my family.